Here's a little video about the last 2 months plus my little training camp that I'm on right now. About 2 months ago, I was in the best shape I've been in since my brain injury. For about 3 weeks, I managed to train 3 times a day. My heart rate was significantly lower than it has been in many years. But as always, I got big problems with my head again. But to avoid losing too much of the form I've built up in the last period, I started running in this place more. Normally, I run a lot in the forest, but not exactly this place. It is the softest place I know, because it is almost a swamp. Try to notice which shoe I use. When I have problems with my head, I need to have as much protection as possible. If I run on asphalt in shoes that are too firm, it feels like someone is hitting me in the head every time I take a step. So this place is really a good place to run. The only problem is just Denmark's most dangerous animal live here, and really a lot of them. Someone is probably thinking a bear or maybe some snakes, but it's a tick. It is not dangerous to be bitten by them. I do that quite often, but approximately 2% of them have a virus that can be dangerous. I think that day I was probably bitten 5 to 6 times. The problem was just about 3 weeks later, I woke up with pain in my leg, and my leg looked like this. So I had to make a trip to the hospital. Also because I had 10 other places I had been bitten at this time. I just got some medicine, and the next days I trained with only one leg. It was a tough period mentally, but I also know that it is these periods that make you strong. I started from scratch with running a kilometer, walking a kilometer. But luckily, my medication quickly started to help. Plus, my head has also gotten better, so it's exciting how long it lasts before I get into trouble again. So now I'm at a small training camp for a week/holiday to try to get back in shape. I live very close to the beach, and it is a good place to run because the surface is very soft and protective. It is really beautiful here. There will definitely be more videos from this place on my little channel, because it is the perfect place for training. The first day I ran plus 10 kilometers. Yesterday I ran plus 40 kilometers spread over several runs with plenty of breaks in between, plus a small recovery swim. It must be said that on this day there was really stormy weather in Denmark. Running this speed into a tailwind feels like running 13 to 14 kilometers per hour on a normal day. On the other hand, running against the wind was not so much fun, or actually perfect training. Exactly this trip I was on here was really beautiful. I run on the beach through the forest and up here. Today I ran plus 30 kilometers and one of the runs was a half marathon. Unfortunately, during my morning run, I ran into a hole some children had dug in the sand I didn't see. So when I got home, my foot was a bit swollen. So my only option was to run my half marathon in the hiking boots as they protect the ankle better. I know there are probably some people who think it's stupid, but remember I've hit my head, so I'm not quite normal. And luckily the sand is very soft, so it protects my head even if it is not optimal to run in hiking boots. Unfortunately, I am not able to cycle anymore on my TT bike because of my head. Otherwise, I would probably have cycled instead. Tomorrow my body will have a recovery day. It will consist of a long walk and 5 to 10 kilometers of very slow running, and maybe a little swimming. I would in no way recommend most others to train so many hours after an injury, but I have been used to it for so many years, so my body doesn't take quite the same damage as most other people's. The only thing I have to worry about is my head. As I said in the video, there will definitely be more little videos from this amazing place. But if you don't like a lot of wind, I would stay far away.